Ooh, welcome man, welcome back to the channel, guys. Real quick, man. This customer, I see coolant down here. They in for overheating, guys. Okay, a lot of things can cause overheating. Low on coolant can cause overheating. I just removed the air box and air cleaner. I don't want to unplug it because I don't want to set any erroneous codes. Y'all are aware that oil filter adapter housing can cause coolant leak. Okay, there is actually a coolant hose. There's a cooler. Okay, this is an oil cooler also built in the same pocket. Wow, guys, I tend to panic when I see stuff like that. Somebody just put a thermostat on it. How the water pump look? Okay, the water pump look like, is that a new water pump? Oh boy, here we go. Kind of look like, but the coolant down here is what's bothering me. So the best way, without guessing, guys, to figure that out, I'm gonna have to let the car in the air and pressure test it. So what I'm gonna do, let me get my pressure gauge, test gauge. Hold on. Yeah, we're gonna fill it up with water and pressurize the system. All right. Whoa. The hell? Oh man. Is this rust or a mixture of water and oil? Oh, guys, we got a problem. Ooh, one or two things. This thing got a. I don't use the term blown head gasket anymore, guys, because with the invention, it's not really a new invention. It's been out. Aluminum cylinder head is hard to blow a multi-layer steel head gasket. I have refused. At some point 10 years ago, I refused to take a head off and simply put a gasket on the car. Okay, especially if it's a multi-layer steel head gasket, which is pretty much what all of them use right now. Now I don't see where the engine's been burning coolant and water mixture, or exhaust gas is getting into the coolant system, in other words. But like I say, that cooler on this adapter housing can rupture and cause that coolant to mix in. No, cause the oil to mix in with the cooler, or vice versa. It's hard to predict which way it's going to happen, but this is not good. All right, let me pressurize this and see what's going on, guys. Y'all hold tight. It's going to get interesting. Okay, I see coolant in the front of the radiator housing. Now I got, what is this, 12 pounds of pressure on it right now. I don't want to go too high, but I really want to find out where the weakest point in the cooling system is. That's typically going to be where the oil leaks. Guys, anything right in this area, it's going to be the radiator or the radiator lower hose. Look, take a real good look down the seams of the radiator. That might tell you something. If you can avoid, actually this one's pretty easy to remove the fan, so you can get a better view. In fact, guys, that's what I'm gonna do. In order to move the fan, guys, it's real simple. Just push that tab in and lift up, do both sides. That's how easy that was. Now just pick the fan up and lay it to the side, or lay it backwards. Now y'all see that? And get a real good view at the radiator. Let's get this out of our way. Yeah, see all that coolant down there? Okay, I could be leaking like right down in this area. Normally you see orange like right in that radiator area, but I don't see any, guys. So in essence, a coolant leaking from the engine can spill over on the radiator. Let's get it up in the air, guys. That's what I recommend. All right, hold tight. Let me raise it up in the air. All right, coolant leaks, coolant leaks. Where are you? Uh-oh. Got a trace coming from right here. Oh, guys, we might be pointing toward the water pump area. Look, all the coolant. It's right here, guys. Whoa, we're talking about a radiator. Typically, I would take this off. Oh, guys, we're talking about, yeah, radiator. Now, radiator, not because of the crud that's in it. We really need to flush that out. But I'm about to go with a off-filter adapter housing. Guy didn't say nothing about overheating, guys, so I don't want to suspect he having overheating problems at all. But you can't, everything's on the table. Alright, so if I was leaking from a cooler, I would typically be draining backwards, like right here. Now, also keep in mind, you don't have to be leaking. Well, you can be leaking internally, okay? The cooler can rupture internally, alright, and not display any leaks, okay? So, you still could have a oil-filter adapter housing cooler failure without it actually leaking. But as far as the leak go, that's one of his concerns. It looked like that is coming from the radiator, and this dried up coolant right here, likely coming from the water pump, guys. Yeah, I'm gonna have to say radiator right here, whether it's leaking right now. That's why I say, guys, don't be tricked by your coolant pressure tester. All right, sometimes a car has to be running under pressure for the leak to show up. All right, I've been burnt like this before. I refuse to get burnt again. All right. So that's what we're looking at. I'm about to go with a radiator, oil filter adapter housing, and a coolant flush. Do y'all tend to agree? Do y'all agree? Do y'all agree based off our preliminary estimate, which is this visual inspection? Guy just came in, by the way. So you got time to look at a coolant leak? I'm like, sure, man, sure. The 3.6 pedestal, of course. Yeah, this looks like a radiator every time I look at it. All right, let me let the car back down, guys. All right, guys, I got the car down. I went ahead and removed the fan all the way. Number one reason, because it was so easy to get out your way, guys. Never be under pressure to leave something on, because your friends will laugh at you. Simply saying things like, you didn't have to take that off. Boy, have I learned over the years to ignore that foolishness. I'm a big fan of whatever you have to do to make your job easier and your life simpler, and it's only going to cost you seconds, very little time of the day to do it. Why not do it? And I try to tell the guys that if it's in your way and you want it out your way, get it out your way. All right. Yes, got a closer look at this radiator and this water pump. I'm gonna have to ask this guy, because I'm seeing orange all over this area right here, because this is all brown. Where's the reservoir? Yeah, it is nasty in there. Another thing, guys, that can clog up heater core. Winter is coming up, so a lot of people getting a heater ready for operation. All right, winterizing their car. In fact, I have a video right here I want y'all to check out, how to get your car ready for the winter. All right, so guys, I'm gonna wrap this up. I told y'all what I'm gonna write up. If they sell it, I'll fire the camera back up. If not, this will just be a typical diagnosis of a coolant leak. They see coolant on the ground, so they decide to bring it to the shop and get it looked at. That's where we are. All right. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see y'all in the next video. All right, guys, we're back. We are back. This is the Grand Cherokee. Was this a Grand Cherokee? Yes, remember the coolant leak we was testing, and the dirt and the mud that's inside the radiator. Also, we had coolant leaks coming from the radiator and the water pump. Now, guess what, guys? I do have parts. All right, as you can see, I'm in the process of replacing this leaking radiator. All right, now what I have to do, what you're supposed to do, guys, always do what you're supposed to do, and then figure out on your next one how you would personally do it. Okay, you're literally supposed to take the front bumper off, the bumper assembly. That's because the radiator is underneath the bumper. Okay, now it's up to you if you do it this way. I'm not advocating doing it. I'm not advocating doing it this way. It's just the way I'm doing it. Now that I got the bumper leaning backwards, as you can see, yes, the radiator is now visible. So it's just a matter of removing the radiator hoses and removing the condenser off of the radiator, as you can see. So I won't bother filming that. In fact, I have footage of me actually doing this repair. All right, so I'll just link that up here. Also, the oil filter adapter housing, I have footage of me doing one of those. I'll link that right here also. And the water pump, I have footage of all this stuff, so I won't bother filming this. So what I do hope you got out of this video is how to diagnose this. Remember, guys, if you see coolant mixed with oil in the radiator or in the coolant system, that does not mean you have a blown head gasket. Okay, now there's tests you can do to verify if you're getting exhaust gases into the cooling system. Okay, there's a block test that you can do. In fact, here's one right here. All right, I think I'm out of cards now, but don't just assume it's a blown head gasket just because you see coolant mixed with oil in your cooling system. That cooler that's built inside that oil filter adapter housing tend to rupture inside, which then start the mixture of oil and coolant, which will then travel out your cooling system. Now, I do have coolant flush kit that I'm gonna use, but there's no need me flushing the radiator out because I'm about to replace it. So I will use the flush kit to properly flush the block and the heater core. I want all of that crap out of there, all right, after I'm done replacing the parts. So guys, I have a lot of work to do. Like I say, no point in me filming this. Just wanted to fire the camera up to show you or give you an update. All right, the bumper is basically off. I just didn't feel like unhooking everything because really, quite frankly, I don't have to. All right, I'm right here now. This is what I'm chasing. Okay, this is a Mopar OEM radiator. You don't have to get a Mopar. Just I recommend whichever radiator you get, make sure it carries some type of warranty. Okay, typically they're all lifetime warranty, but just make sure and get it in writing on some form of paper and things like that. These also have a problem with condenser leaking, but we chasing the radiator right now. Guys, I have a lot of work to do, so I'm gonna end this video. That's all I have right now. Again, I hope you got something out of it, how to go by diagnosing coolant leak, or yeah, because we did the pressure test, and what to look for if you have water and oil mixture. Okay, that's all I have. Thanks for watching. Comment, subscribe. I'll see y'all in the next video.